morning. Did you sleep well? You were exhausted yesterday, right? As soon as your head hit the pillow, you were out like a light.
Billy, are you getting ready to go somewhere?
Halo guys, selamat sore. Apa kabar? Yuk lanjut Zenless Zero lagi ya. Sebelum itu Wuthering Wave ya.
You mean moving the HDD equipment out here?
Iya loh, betul loh.
The other manager said working in the city would make communication difficult. Plus smart devices are few.
Iya dong, mesti pindahin kemari dong. Kalau enggak ya susah. Jadi pindah base ya.
Even in the outer ring, you'll be walking on thin ice.
Like a fish in the water.
She probably meant we'll take to it like a fish to water.
By the way,
Goblok
before
si
the equipment
Caesar.
arrives, let me take you to Blazewood and introduce you. Lucy said you might not be used to roughing it with us, so I got the mayor to prepare a place for you.
Oh, you shouldn't have.
It's no problem. After we get back from town, I heard from your brother that you need to collect some holo data before the race. Lucy and the gang are also preparing for the Tour d'Inferno.
Lever boo. Kocak amat. There is always boo for everything. Cepet amat si Caesar udah di bawah.
Casa! I brought the proxy to say hi.
Oh, Caesar. So this is the proxy from the city? Guess folks from New Eridu start working young, just like us.
Caesar, who's this young lady?
Young lady? You city folks talk funny. I'm Casa, the mayor of Blazewood.
Wah,
The
mayor
Sons
ya
of
gila.
Caledon have taken good care of our town. You can stay in the house behind me tonight. Sorry, it's still got some stuff that—
Hey, Casa. I noticed a lot of people.
We don't have a choice. The pipeline to town still isn't fixed. Without a gas station, all we can do is make handicrafts to earn a living.
Oh.
Luckily, we got a big order recently. And with the Tour d'Inferno coming up, the sunflints are selling like hotcakes.
Sunflints
What's a
apa?
sunflower?
Oh, it's a kind of handicraft woven from straw. During the Tour d'Inferno, almost every house in the old oil field hangs them up.
Oh, lucu banget.
The pattern looks like a face.
The elders say this is the face of the god of sun and fire, who guides heroes to ignite Cinder Lake and return safely from the hollow. But there's another saying. The upside-down person on the Sunflint is the first overlord of the
First
Motor
Overlord
League.
tuh, gila.
Such a unique pattern must have a story behind it, right?
Yup. Actually, this pattern represents the legend of the first overlord's Tour d'Inferno. Though the old oil field can still produce oil, did you know the core oil field was—
Wait, isn't oil susceptible to ether?
After the disaster, etheric matter seeped through the underground facilities and oil pumps, ruining the shallow
sayang
oil
amat.
reserves. But luckily, the
Corrupted ya.
collapse of the only deep drilling facility formed a unique natural gas vent. The burning gas kept the etheric matter from spreading further.
So the natural gas vent.
The appearance of Cinder Lake saved everyone's livelihoods in the old oil field. But even with Cinder Lake, we can't rest easy. Natural gas and etheric matter burning together can easily turn into ether crystals building up around the lake. If left unchecked, more and more crystals will build up.
There was a time when Cinder Lake nearly went out. In order to save it, a young man and his friends risked their lives to enter the hollow and blast open an ether crystal using a— But the hollow was treacherous, and they didn't even have a carrot with them. By the time they reached Cinder Lake, out of desperation, the young man rode his bike into the—
So everyone makes sunflints in memory of his sacrifice.
Oh, Proxy. I never said the first overlord died there.
It's normal for the proxy to think that way. After all, everyone who went to Cinder Lake with him thought he was dead, but a day later, he miraculously emerged from the hollow alive. Folks say the god of the sun and fire was moved by his bravery, allowing him to be reborn from the flames.
Wow, keren banget
Since
ceritanya.
then, the residents have drawn his face in the image of him diving into Cinder Lake on their sunflints. There's even a line from a folk song that goes, "Diving into the fiery sea, the hero returns valiantly."
That's a great story. No wonder it's widely told.
Uh-huh. Kids in the old oil field grew up hearing that story. They used to play games pretending to be the first overlord in the Torrid Inferno. Of course, the first overlord did more than that. After he returned, he gathered all the biker gangs in the old oil field and formed the Motor League. He also made the rule that the Torrid Inferno would be held every few years to prevent a similar crisis at Cinder Lake.
Yeah, that's why the Torrid Inferno continues to this day. It's still a feat only the strongest bikers can accomplish. But for us residents,
Gila, legendaris banget ya. First Overlord ya, keren banget. Nah, kok naik lagi? Itu hollow-nya gede banget ya. Bernice!
Proxy, you made it. Proxy, didn't Caesar say you were just going to meet the mayor? What took you so long? We saw the sunflints in Blazewood and ended up hearing the legend of the Tour d'Inferno. So that's why Caesar was so pumped up. After all, that's her favorite story. She even said her dream is to become a hero, just like the first Overlord. If she really wants to be like the first Overlord, she better forget those childish fairy tales fast. But the first Overlord was a real person though, right? Exactly. And it's because he actually existed that we should look at him objectively, no? I mean, the Torrid Inferno only happened a few decades ago. How come it's turned into this huge legend? But using an act of God to spread his story far and wide? The first Overlord must have been pretty smart. Lucy, Caesar said this kind of old person talk will give you wrinkles. Nonsense! Don't listen to her lies! I use exfoliating face masks every day.
Exfoliating
No
face
way
mask every
I'll
day.
get wrinkles. Proxy, you can see it too, right? The Torrid Inferno is less about heroics and more about the first Overlord securing control of the old oil field. Speaking of which, yesterday Caesar called you Montefiore. Lucy, are you related to the prestigious new Eridu Montefiore family? Prestigious? You're being a bit too generous to new money, aren't you? But yeah, we're family. So you're from the city? What made you give up that life? It's because I never wanted that kind of life where everything is already laid out for you. Plus, my... Exactly! It's different in the Outer Ring, especially in the old oil field. The Motor League is all about freedom and justice. That's what they say, but to survive, you can't forget about profits in business. Take the Sons of Caledon, for example. Employees need paychecks, vehicles need maintenance, and we need supplies that the city won't sell us. Which, Proxy, I wasn't just making it up when I said the Overlord's faction is targeting us. The Sons of Caledon have had better rep than the Vanquishers these past few years. So, of course, but the recent bad routes we've been getting have hurt our income. And recruiting new men, so for the future survival of the Sons of Caledon, we have to take... It's good to have someone like you helping with the preparations for the Tour d'Inferno. I knew someone as sharp as Phaethon would get it. Brute strength and passion alone. Just watch. It won't be long before I beat Caesar and take the Sons of Caledon from her. Lucy, you wouldn't admit it earlier, but it turns out you lost last night. No, I didn't lose. It was just a momentary truce. After all, prepping for the Turd Inferno is what's most important now. I can put becoming the boss on the back burner. Proxy, let's talk business. The other Phaethon mentioned this morning that the lack of hollow data in the outer ring. So for now, we'll be going into the hollows with you to gather data.
Oh, I also need your help with something. The vehicles for the Tour de Inferno need some modifications. We need to get a hold of the necessary parts.
Belle, I'm back.
Good job, Wise. Come on, I'll help you set up the HDD.
No need. I just tested the voltage and network speed here. The HDD is working fine. Fairy and Eos are pretty excited to be in the outer ring, but it's a new environment, so it'll take some getting used to.
Let's warm up for the Tour de Inferno with the work we've got on hand.
All right, Belle. If you're ready, let's get going.
Oh, HDD-nya di belakang mobil. Kelar juga ya, chapter 4.
Only the brave will win. That's me!
Nothing to fear. The cunning hairs are here.
Wih, gila keren banget. Semuanya naik motor lu.
The Sons of Caledon are here, as expected.
Let's move. Stick to the plan.
Belle, Sons of Caledon, can you hear me? Our mission is to collect hollow data. Belle, you should be familiar with the process.
Got it. It's just like that time with...
Don't worry, Proxy. Unlike Billy, we won't let the ethereals
Iya.
Speaking of which, I've been curious for a while now. Lighter always calls Billy brother.